Hey there, Silver-Tongued Devil here, and in this live stream we're doing a giveaway for the fantastic Darknet. This is the VR version. This is, as I understand it, a flat screen game that got its conversion a little while ago. This is from one of my favorite developers, the great Mr. E. McNeil. For those of you who don't know, he's the genius behind Iron Strike. This is one of his earlier games. This one just oozes cool and class. It's a slick puzzling game. With a name like Darknet, well, you'd imagine that we're probably going to be doing something in the Darknet. You got it. We're hacking tonight. So we've got 5 keys to give away. I'll call a giveaway fairly sharpish after I've explained what's going on, so you can kind of follow at home, and then we'll see about getting some keys given away. The wireless symbol, or the wireless emoji, is the emoji that we're going to be using for tonight. With all that said and done, let's go into the world of Darknet, shall we? I always love this bit. Movement when the player is still always makes me feel funny. And it's good, because it makes me feel like a real boy when I can feel something in VR. So, what is all of this? So this is a game that simulates the process of hacking. Let me just put all of you guys back on. Can't even hack into my own bloody iPad at this rate. There we go. So this is a game that simulates hacking. We are basically tasked with increasing our skill rating. That allows us to take on tougher and tougher jobs. The jobs that we are taking on are to accrue Bitcoin. The various amounts of Bitcoin allows us to unlock the various things that we can get as far as upgrades. Some of them actually affect the game. Others are for unlocking harder modes and deeper and more difficult hacks. What we're going to do first, though, is we're going to do something nice and easy so that I can show off the game and how it works. So I wouldn't normally have all of this, like a 10k start, 20k start. Faster viruses, this is just to keep the game flowing. Worms is something that you don't need, but can definitely help on some of the higher ones. The data view is very cool, but we'll show all of that off in a minute. For now, let's access the cloud. So, these are all the networks that we could attempt to hack into that have various difficulty ratings. One of the things that I do like and hate about this game is you'll see here, if I go to something that is within my skill rating or something that I might actually be able to complete. No, not there. Let's go up a difficulty a setting. Fucking hell. If I go to something that's within my difficulty rating, so this one here, note here, skill rating, if I lose, I stand to lose from my skill rating. If I win, I stand to gain. Higher skill rating allows you to take on tougher, more lucrative jobs. So, and I have, if you take things that are below your ability and still manage to fuck them up, your skill rating will drop. You have been warned. I mean, I have been warned as well. But what we'll do is we'll go on to something incredibly easy so I can explain how the game works a little bit. The tutorial does do a good job. I'm not going to go through the tutorial. I think I can do it quicker, maybe. Yeah, that's right. Me and quick. So let's put it on something nice and low. Now, bear in mind, if I fail this job, I stand to lose a lot. The reason why I'm going for one of the very not difficult, the easy should say easy, jobs is because of the time limit. I have 46 minutes to play with. Man, I could complete this map 12 times over in 46 minutes. But I might need that to explain it. So let's go and have a look at this. Bear in mind there are 3 subcategories of networks: regulated networks, dark networks, and corporate networks, each of which has a little spiel about what they represent. Client wants the NetSec keys for an energy plant, a storage server in a cloud network, a busy web server, gain access to all networked PCs. A silver-tongued devil's stream? Cool. Let's try to hack anybody that's watching, shall we?
Loading network visualization.
So, straight away when I first started playing this game, I was like, oh my fucking Tron, what the hell is going on here? And so it has that hacker vibe to it. It has that Tron vibe to it. It's actually, when you haven't got a time limit, quite a chill game. So what we have here is, this is a visualization of the network that we are going to attempt to break into. There are some important features. Orange smaller nodes that have nothing on them are things that we can hack absolutely anything right now. If I want to go for this big bastard that's firewalled and sentineled and shielded, I could go now. I probably won't be able to, though. Lawnmower Man as well, yeah, that's another good shout. The prize is the root. We need, that is right, program. We need to take on the root. We need to hack this successfully to complete the mission. But as you can see, well protected, fortified, very much a difficult hack. So what we have to do is we have to find a way in. Now, our ways in will most likely be these weaker nodes, which will then weaken the outer parts of the system. As we attack these, it will lower the firewalls on these, which then allows us to attack that directly, which then lowers the firewalls on other ones that are connected, eventually going to this. But we can't start there because we need hacking tools to begin with. So we are on a 46-minute timer. That 46-minute time will not begin until I translate directly into a node. We have, and I can show you everything from the get-go here, we have viruses, which we'll use in the sub-game or the actual game of this. We have hydras that allow us to spread corruption across the network. We have worms, which are a little bit more advanced in use, but they allow us to indirectly attack secure locations. And then we have exploits, my favorite. Exploits allow us to attack directly and weaken firewalls and sentinel statuses and shields. For now, we are going to buy a virus so that we have now 2 of those. We're also going to buy an exploit and a hydra, but we don't need to buy any of that really just yet. So where do we begin? Well, each node that we hack, as I will show you, let's go for this one. Now, the network has detected that we are indeed starting the hack, so our time has started now. So the simplest form that the simplest way that I can show this game off is we have a number of viruses. We use those viruses to inflict these nodes. These nodes are normally antiviral nodes, but we use them to attack. If I was to, say, place a virus here, it would then jump into that, infect it, but note how as it hit and started spreading, it then hit an actual antiviral node and wiped out my virus. What we've done here, though, is we've created a gap. There are lots of antivirus over here and only one over here. The the core of this little game is to propagate your virus to the core, which we will do like this. And note how the purple spreads, or the virus spreads, in one hexagon in every single direction, every kind of hick. And we've made some money there as well. So we'll come out of that, and you'll see that it has begun. It has begun. Now, what we will also do, it is a bit swordfish, what we'll also do is I'm going to show off some of the things. Let's go for this one. So, and as you leaf over them, it shows you the value. So let's take this one. Now, we could attack this one, which would destroy these ones, or go for this one, which would possibly destroy all of these, and then we'd have to go somewhere else. But a lot of the time with these, there is what I would like to call the elaborate hack. I'm usually crap at spotting it and not very good at it, but the elaborate hack would be there, because that's just going to get straight to the core and bypass all of it. Like a good system, well, like a bad system has, there are weaknesses within various systems. So you'll see that purple is us. As we attack nodes and convert them to ours, it will drop firewalls, shielding, and sentinel status to things that are next to and nearby. Also, when we have something like this, we can inflict the system with other viral tools. So, for instance, the Hydra allows me, now that all of these nodes are nearby and attainable, we can infect the network. Note how it only goes as far as units that are not shielded, but we get the cash for all of those. So one of the ways that you can play, but it's not worth a lot of cash, is to attack these sentinels. These are the ones that give the shielding to other units. Now, next, the other thing that we want to be doing is, you'll see that we've got a handsome 69k together, so we'll buy a couple more viruses to make the game of the game easier. So now when we go to hack a node, we can almost do a bit of a force hack, because I can now go 1, 2, 3, 4. So I could go 1, 2, 3, 4. And completely override any defenses the system would have by completely kiboshing one side of the network. And there's another 22.8k in the bank. Let's get out of there. So now, so what you should be able to see is each network that you go into, you are slowly but surely building up your cash reserves, and then that allows you to get more hydras, more worms, and more exploits that then allow you to do more with the system. To show the other things off, an exploit will allow us to target one of these sentinels, and by attacking it with an exploit, we then take its sentinel status away, which then also drops the firewalls of connecting things, making this weaker and easier to hack. If we were to buy another one and hack this one here, you will see that they have completely lost their shielded status, or at least these two have, which means if we capture that one, we could Hydra this one. Now, note here, value 4.7k, value 1.7 million. We can do a lot with 1.7 million. Let's try. Now would be a good time, I reckon we can do this, now would be a good time to do a key giveaway, I feel. So, whilst I work out how to hack this gloriously expensive network, you guys can try and win a key for the game. So if this is one that you like the look of, it is the wireless symbol, or the wireless emoji, that I would like you to drop in the chat now. And now I will begin. So what I'm going to start doing here is I want to try and get rid of some of these and some of these to give myself a straight shot to this. Let's say, for instance, I go for that one. Well, there's a problem there because it's already destroyed and it's got nowhere near the core. So let's go for this one. And there, as you can see, it's blasting these things as we're propagating across the network, but we're not getting close enough. Let's try that one. No, that's not going to do it because we just keep on getting antiviraled, and now we're down to our last virus. This one? Well, that's not going to work either, is it? So at any time when you're attempting a hack, you can simply press a button and reset the board. So, again, I'm learning how to play this game. Some of these things are way beyond me, but you can acquire more resources to make the harder patterns or the harder hack attempts easier. So what I like to do is I like to try and attack from the back. So let's go here. Now, bear in mind as well, as you saw earlier, we can attack multiple at once. So that gets rid of those two and leaves this one here. If we were to take this one, it'll get pretty far, but it will get intercepted by this one, and then we'll flush our virus down the hypothetically toilet. So let's get rid of that one by setting it off and getting it to crash into something else. And we've got one left now, so let us give this a try. And there's something very cool about your virus propagating across the network. And we got there just in time. You'll see that the antivirus... I could have got rid of some more if I had it. But you'll see the antivirus closed in enough, but we got there just in time. The antiviral agents move once detonated quicker than your viral agents do. There you go. Average streamer revenue. So, what we can do now that we've got 1.7 million to spend is we can buy some more viruses to make things nice and easy. You can buy as many of a thing that you want, and it will double in cost each time, up to a maximum. So, let us try a worm. No, it's not instant antiviral, so if you can propagate across a network quickly enough, or sorry, far enough without tapping anything, the antivirus can take its time to reach you. So let's try a worm, but to use a worm, if we wanted to go for something like this, I don't know what the only piece of information that I have about worms, because I haven't really used them as much as I should, is that worms, like me, are greedy. So let's go here. You can see that little green symbol in there, and that's how you get some that's how you get higher levels of money. Again, all these viruses, we can just literally brute force and ignorance this network. There are no elaborate hacks here, but let's just go that far. That's all we need. There we go, so that's another 12k, but that's not the reason why we went in there, no. The reason why we went in there is we now have a captured node with which we can deploy our worm. Our worm will shoot off down the network, will hopefully inflict one of these, and what a worm does is it simulates a capture and has the effect on nodes next to it as if this has been captured like we have, thus weakening defenses. And we can go for this one now with no firewalls on it. So what the hell do we do here? So for me, this game is all about weakening and trying to get as much value out of your viruses as possible. That wasn't a great one. We'll go that one there. Excellent work, Rustic. Though that is very crap keyboard skills. Excellent, good job. Oh, I would have liked to take out that one. So we've only got the two left. I don't think we'll make this. Hello, Shanti. Oh, that was close. The firewalls I'll show off in a minute. So, and now I've got no viruses, so we just have to start again. So let's try that a little bit differently. Shanty, make sure you get a wireless symbol in the chat for a chance to win this one. Let's go that one. If we go that one there, that'll take out these two. That's a better move. This one. That's all of those out of the way. We want to get rid of this one, but we don't want it to blast that one. So let's go this one here. Lovely. This one here. That'll spread to here. Pop that one. Get rid of all of that. And then we have isolated an antiviral agent that will be able to get here before it trips any of the actual antiviruses. I mean, it wasn't the most beautiful hack I've ever done. It was brute force and ignorance. Let's face it. Hang on. I do keep on hearing antenna with bars. Is that the correct one? No, go type in wireless, Shanty. Not that it matters, but yeah, wireless if you want to be in the draw. So, why do we need to fuck about at the strategy layer? Can't we just, like, you know, can't we just, like, that's the end boss, isn't it? And as I said, we can hack anything that we like. Let's just go, what? Who needs money? We'll just go straight in and hack this, yeah? So the green ones are basically an antiviral agent that you can't actually infect yourself. Even with 100 hydras, could I not? 100 viral agents, I couldn't do this. I wouldn't even know where to begin. Like, what about that? Yeah, great move. You could, with enough, work this out and start isolating things. But as you can see, we're getting no value because this is deeply firewalled and sentineled up the wazoo and protected. So this is why we need to start coming in from the outside of this network and making things easier. So you hopefully have a snapshot of the nightmare that the, in essence, end boss of this level is. And there's lots of other things. When you hit these, instead of just stopping your virus, they also destroy nodes on the board. These can help you as well as hinder you, because you could, in essence, block areas of the board off from others. But we'll come to that later. But this is the nightmare that we're looking at. Several firewalls worth of protection we would have to penetrate to get anywhere near that. It is a bit like Minesweeper, actually. So let's try and make this easier. Well, our first way of making it easier would be to fire an exploit directly at the fucker. That breaks shielding from it and its surrounding areas. Now, let's see if we... exactly that. It makes the stronghold easier to capture. So let's try something that is just firewalled and see if that goes. Shielding doesn't make any difference to this mini game, but firewalls do. So this is a one firewall. Now, there is going to be an elegant solution. I do believe it might be... there. Ooh, just. So there is, well, it wasn't exactly elegant. I didn't do it in one virus, but that gives you an idea of what you would have if you just had, like, simple little nodes. And obviously the smaller the node, the smaller the game board you play on. So this one's a little bit more in depth now. We'd have to go something like that, and that, and that, and that one for safety. Purely for safety purposes, everybody. And then we can go here, and that should propagate to there before it hit the antiviral defenses. Lovely. So that gives you an idea of what we're doing. Now, note here, this one has 2 firewalls. That's going to be quite tough to get into. Let's have a look, shall we? Yes, that would be quite tough to get into. Not undoable. Let's give it a quick go. Should get her down low enough to take out that one. Which then means if we go here and here, and then we can go here and here. There we go. Easy job. Ish. So it's not undoable when they have when they have firewalls. Shielding doesn't make a difference to us. Where it does make a difference is if it is shielded, the Hydras can't work their magic and capture large swathes. And as I said, no, I get rewarded cash for each of these captures. But that doesn't really help us. So this would you bang straight on that one, boys. That you bang straight on that one. So note how this one has a firewall. This one, and this one does as well. This one does not, because it is close to our network and we have some sort of influence over it. So let's go into this one, see what happens to the rest of them. Now, where's that elaborate hack? Is it there? It's not there. Actually, Hotel Infinity is one of the ones that I just got a key for, so I need to cover that. Thank you for the reminder. Let's go. That is not an elaborate hack, really, is it? Just fucking virus everything. But this is the thing. We've earned our money to make different parts easier. Note how we captured this one, and this one. Its neighbors connected via networking connections have lost their firewalls, which now means we can go in here for a slightly easier hack. Regard. No, none of the greens, none of those nasty green ones, and a decent number of nodes reasonably spread out. Elegant hack, anyone? Oh, the elegance. Oh, the elegance of brute force and ignorance. So note now how this has no shielding on it. Thanks, Von. Have we got plenty in? I heard some firewalls. Pick us a winner, Von. So note now how we've taken a couple of nodes out, and this one, the root, the end boss of the game, so to speak, or the end boss of this level, has nothing left on it, which means that we can now attempt this. Now, did we all take a snapshot, collective snapshot of what we were looking at previously when this was firewalled and shielded up the wazoo? Let's have a look now. Well, that's a bit easier, isn't it? No double layers of redundancy protection, a lot less going on, and the less nodes, the more we can spread without being antiviraled ourselves. So let's try this one. We'll get rid of a few of those. We'll get rid of this one as well, which should take out a couple of others. That one can go, that one can go. Well done, Sim. Even if you are the light version now. Well done, Sim. And note how that has cordoned off a big chunk of this network. We only have 3 viruses, so we need to kind of make our move now. If we take this one, it will most likely get there, but it might not get there before it trips this one. So let's get that one too. Ah, the elegance.
Data acquired.
My network now. So if anybody has found their computer, because if you read the description of this, this was me attempting to hack anybody who's watching the live stream. So yeah, sorry about that, everybody. I've now drained your bitcoins into my bank account. So, oh, 2 seconds. What was that? What are those piss nodes? I haven't seen any piss nodes. Maybe that's a language barrier thing. I don't know. Right, so, is this looking all nice and smooth still, or is it looking a little lumpy? Cool. And yeah, well done, Sim. So, nodes captured, funds acquired, software used, 8 viruses, 2 hydras, 1 worm, and I believe there was a partridge used somewhere in there. And so now that we have finished the level, we can go, we can take our bounty. A very cool element of this. I can't help myself either. I know Kung Fu now, chat, I think. So, that is, in essence, the game. But bear in mind, I was playing that with a few of the upgrades, which a lot of this doesn't take long to get, and you use your Bitcoin to acquire it. And so now the game begins. There are a lot of elements as we go through this. I will attempt something a little harder. There is one more thing for me to show, because the way that the game works is the puzzles are reasonably easy when you are going for them unshielded to solve, providing you have the resources. But you'll see that as the difficulty increases, there are more and tougher things to negotiate. I'll try and find something that is, well, higher difficulty than 20%. Let's have a look at let's have a look at a 50%. 25 minutes. I got time to piss around here.
Initiating connection.
Whoa!
Loading network visualization.
So, with that in mind, boys, this is data view. If you can read data view, you will have a massive advantage in this game. This actually, unlike the data view, I suppose, that you would get in the Matrix with all of the symbols just being, I think it's like Chinese recipes and laundry lists. The numbers in these things actually mean something. Now, the one thing that I will say is, as I am looking around, you'll be able to see the less brighter numbers, but for those of you on mobile, you might not be able to see the particularly bright numbers. The way that data view works, I don't want to spoil it too much, because the working out of the data view, hello Rick Allen, the working out of the data view is part of how this game has its beauty in the elegance of some of the puzzle solving. I mean, you say that about the code and beginning to believe, but I've played this enough now that I don't even see the code anymore. I just see blonde, brunette, redhead over here. Simple is as simple does. Now, what does it all mean? Well, what the data view allows me to do is, if I can spot an easily hackable high value target, then I can take that now with no resources and get a huge stack of cash, which will then make this 25-minute time limit that I have look ridiculous. You'll also note as well, these are ICEs, independent countermeasure electronics, something along those lines. I can't remember what the I stands for. ICE is used in loads of things. They're definitely not in case of emergencies. These are basically defenses that we cannot break into unless we use exploits. So exactly Doc, exactly what Doc just said. So you can see that we can't see any of the information about the network, or not much of the network below it. with all of these numbers. One of the things that we can potentially find, though, is... So, the easiest thing, the thing that I worked out quite quickly with data view was that if you look at an ICE module, you will keep on seeing the letter E appearing. Now, what that means is that this has the highest value cash prize, because it's all about those cash prize monies underneath here. So, but we can't actually hack that directly, because it is like the next level of shielding. So this is a good target for us to go after, probably the normal way of hacking, because this is quite the network. But we can, without the network starting its trace on us, get rid of that with an exploit. Now, bear in mind, we start off with fuck all funds at the beginning of this, and we need to build up so that we can attack that bastard. And you'll also see that there are some ice here. If we can't remove those, we can't hack them or find any information out from them from the data view. If we can't get in there, then it's going to make it very difficult to bring down the firewalls of this. And you will also see one of my most hated things in this game occurring quite regularly on regulated networks. Are we all aware of what a bit is from fucking TRON? Yes? No? Bastard? I'll show you why I hate that guy in a minute. He's going to come back to bite me in the arse on what should be an easy level. Right, now, let me just have a quick look. Out the way, blonde, brunette, redhead. I need to look at the code. So basically what we're looking for here is we are looking for information that we can line up. I mean, if people want spoilers, I'll give you them. I mean, I'm still not great at it. Failure is definitely one of the things that I am able to do. On that note, I'm just going to find some easy ones that we could actually manually hack into. Yeah, you're an easy target. We'll probably take you as well. Okay, cool. Let's have a look. Let's try and data view. So, we don't need to pay attention to this one. That's the only thing that I'll tell you. What we need to find out is the kind of network addresses of all of the nodes that are neighbors to this one. We do that by finding out information that those networks are displaying that is incorrect, or information that is hidden. I won't go into the details too much, but this is 3. This is 5. That one's 6. That one's another 3. So that's 3, 6, 5 so far. Yes, memory engaged. 1365, and possibly this one as well, which is a 0. So I reckon 13650 is our code here. But I'm just going to double check that. 5, 3, not you. 6, 3, 0, 1. And I don't need to go that far. Cool. Let's give this a go then, shall we? So, as I go into this...
Network trace detected.
The network trace detects me. Oh, fuck. What were the numbers again? 0, 1, 5, 6. I can't remember. I'm going to have to go back out. Memory! 5, 3, 5, 6. Thank you, Bon. 3, 5, 6. 1, 3, 5, 6. 1, 3, 5, 6. 1, 3, 5, 6. 0, 1, 3, 5, 6. That was it. Cool. Let's have a look. There's more to it than what I'm giving it for. So I found this data view thing. I thought, oh, that's the way to identify high value stuff. Yeah, I'll get some downloaded in a bit, dude. That's how you identify high value stuff behind the ICEs. And then I was standing one day and I turned around to go to my computer and I was like, what the fuck is that? And this is the code that we need to enter to be able to hack this without actually having to attempt the mini game, which should be 0, 1, 5, 6, I can't remember what the last number was. I'll go and find out. You can put the numbers in and let's have a look. I think it was, we got 0, we got 1, we got 5, we got 6. 1. That should have 3. Ooh. 9. 9. 9. No, it's not 3. I said 3. That was wrong. Good job I didn't put that in. Oh, it might have been 3, actually. Hang on, there's more. There's more to it than I thought. Hold up. Hold up. 5. It might have been. Oh, yeah. No, there's the 3. I see the 3. No. Excellent memory. Well done, everybody. Oh. And that you'll see now that we get to see what we've put in. These are ones that are network addressed. The one that comes up in green is this thing's network address. So we now know that this one's address is B, which then means that if I had an amazing memory, I could put the same code in again with a couple of additional digits and have all of these ones, but they're not worth it. And we could hack them quite easily anyway. So now let's go for our next prize. You'll see that we have quite the bank account. Now, next, we're gonna go for... Wasn't there one hidden? Yes, this one has a prize behind it. To be able to access that prize, we're going to need to take out this one and this one. There's the prize. Same amount as this one, but a lot less... Well, not a lot less protection. So one of the rules that you have with this data view is that you have to find out the network addresses or node addresses of things within no further than 2 leaps of the target. Look at this. Look what it's doing. Yes, no, blah, blah, blah. Now, it doesn't matter that it recaptures this, because I've got the cache out of it. But this is bits for you. Take a lot longer on the easiest stages than they normally do. Oh, look, there you go. I've just been blasted back out to the start. We have captured nothing now. Now, that doesn't matter too much at this state of play. One of the things that I have to do in the levels of play that I'm at is hacking parts of the network to Hydra across them to keep this bastard busy whilst I'm actually hacking what I'm after. It feels very hacky as well. So we're going to go for this one next, and we'll data view it as best I can. This one is a little bit more difficult because we have to, and I'm not fully sorted on how it works, but I believe, and from what I've read as well, because yeah, I've had to get a little bit of little snippets from here and there. I have not worked all of this out myself, but so we can see this one is feeding data packets to our target. Ergo, this is part of the network. This one, I'm not on a chair spinning, although you can be. You can be. I might have a sit down. I kind of like standing in the game because it feels like Minority Report sort of thing. But Gods of Gravity, yeah, I've played that one quite a bit. Right, we're an hour in. Let's get another giveaway underway, shall we? So if you would like to win a copy of the glorious Darknet, pop a wireless emoji in the chat now. One of the other things that's quite cool, I think, as well, I didn't even realize this with the wireless symbol, it doesn't keep on, it just says your names and doesn't repeat the rest of the emoji. Well, that's great for my ears. Absolutely great. I'd love to say that I did that on purpose. I had no fucking idea. But there you go. Right. Where did we say we're going? We're going here. So I believe it's if data is flowing to the target. So this is definitely part of this thing's network. I believe that one is as well. And that one. That one is only... Oh, no, that one's sending. So this one as well. That one's sending. That one's sending. That one's sending. So I think all of these are part of this network. But let's start with, oh, part of this network, sorry. But let's start with the obvious, which is this one. So the way you, again, like, it won't be relevant until you're in the game, and you don't need to worry about the data view. But the way, as I said, the way that you work this out is you are looking for information that is displayed that is a lie, or information that is displayed that the node should be giving off but isn't. So for instance, if you look over nearly all of these here, you will see in the code the number 9. Well, I wonder if the bit's got a code. That would have been quite cool if the bit had a code, but it doesn't. You will see as you're looking over Sentinel, sorry, not shield, well, yeah, they are shielded, but Sentinel nodes, they will always display the number 9. That is a true piece of information. So if we were to look at this one and we didn't see the number 9, we know that this one's network address is 9 because it's a lying, filthy node. The other piece of information that it displays is how many firewalls it has. So on this node, we are looking for 9, we are looking for 2, we are looking for 0, and we are looking for 1, because the nodes will always display 0s and 1s also, unless they're repeating data, in which case they don't. I see 1, 0, 2, 9, and 6. Ergo, this one's address is 6. The 2 is the firewall, the 0 and the 1 should be being displayed because that's just matrix view. And the 9 denotes Sentinel status. So let's try 6. I'm going very slow. All this time to play with. But last time I was doing this in stream, I was going, so let's try boo. And the thing is, if you get 1 digit of this code wrong, you are locked out from being able to hack via the data view. High risk, high reward. I've structured entire plans on harder playthroughs than this, all on the basis of breaking one of those to get going. Fucked up the first digit that I've put in, then it's like, what did I do now? So, let's carry on working this out, shall we? So, the other thing that can display on these are letters of the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, and F. F is what the core displays. That is true. A through to E are the values of these greens on the node. A is the lowest. This does not have value in it. Ergo, it's displaying 0s, which it should be, and it is displaying 1s, which it kind of should be because it has a shield. So, we know that that one was A. So as long as that is part of the network, then that is a correct choice. Let's go with this one next. I didn't realise I'd be doing a data view tutorial, but hey, why not, eh? So looking at that one, it is difficult because it's a small node, but you'll note that it is dropping the number 0, and all you can see in this small area that I'm looking at is the number 1. There's not an A there. So we don't need to do that one next either because we've already got A. So this one is number 1. Well, that's me fucked then. So it wasn't number 1. In fact, actually, this is the other thing that I was... That was just displaying 1, but it has got a shield. Oh no, that was 0, not 1. Ah, you fucking idiot. Fine, fuck you, game. I'll just manual hack you. Let's see if we even got any money. So, this is the beauty of this game, is just when you think you've got it, it's complex enough to be like, sorry mate, you haven't got it. Right. Well, I've done it so many times, it's like, when it pays off, you feel like straight out of Swordfish. When it doesn't pay off, you feel like a fucking idiot. It's like, so I've deduced that it's 1, 5, 3, 6, 7 dB. Let's start with 1. Oh. Gone. We can hack this quite easily, but just by doing that. We'll take out that one, which knocks out the defenses on that and this. We'll hack this one because it's got nothing on it. Let's go. No. Let's go there first. Oh, we actually have some defenses to tackle here. But we might be able to elegance our way through this, maybe. Finding ones that are in line with a entry point. Note here. And they spread. So if you can get one that is in line, they spread in such a fashion that it'll be going one at a time. Para exemplar. Eloquent or what? Let's get this on now. And then this is another heap of cash for us. That bit is going to be on the way to try and close things down on us. So we want to be trying to come in from either this here or these ones. He would be great to run all the way across, but we're going to have to work a little to get rid of the ones surrounding it, to buy it the time to propagate across the network. Like this. I didn't quite do what I wanted it to. You? Damn. You. 3 left. Cool. And that's taken everything out that I want to, and then we should be able to go pop, pop. And that'll spread. Oh no, it won't spread in a straight line. Is that gonna work? Got it anyway. There you go. 1.6k. Do note as well, the whole... it's usually something that a lot of devs try to avoid. The movement without player movement, without player input, it can be a little bit unsettling. There is a comfort mode in this game, so if you're getting unsettled just with watching all the zooming in and zooming out and flying through tunnels and crap, it can be turned off. So now that we have the cache, let's exploit. And let's get a couple of worms in here. But we need a point of ingress to be able to worm you there. Might work. No, you got in our way, and you got in our way. And that didn't antiviral quickly enough. We need to get rid of you, and let's get rid of you then in that case. Cool. And you. Because we've got the viruses to kind of spend. And so we've isolated this area of the network, which allows us to propagate our virus close to the core without coming anywhere near any of the antiviruses. Jobs are good. More funds. We are down to our last level of firewall. If we can worm here, and it can go anywhere. It does have an algorithm to follow, but it should go for the most valuable thing on the battlefield, which was indeed that. Let's buy another virus. So we could take our time going through all of these, and when you've got loads of minutes, that is something that you can do, and you can learn how to play the game. I have done that. It's these now that are different. Unfortunately, there is, as you can probably see, there is no bonus for having a worm floating around in here, but worming a core when you have it secured stops... Where's that little bastarded yes-no guy? Where is he? Can't see him. There he is. Look at him. He's on his way over. He moves incredibly slowly on these lower difficulties, though. Yeah, he's slowly making his way. He will capture that and recapture this as well. It's not captured. He'll capture this, which will then reshield this and erode our hard work. We can do things about that, though. Buy ourselves some time by doing something like that. Now he's got more fucking work. That's right. I've given you loads of fucking work. Yes? No? Get the fuck to it. I'm gonna hack this. Now you'll see another element that has been added are these yellow tracks. What happens with those is simply they help propagate our virus quicker, which can be a blessing and a curse at the same time. They can allow us to attack large portions of the network before the antivirus can actually catch up. See if we can isolate something over here. If I go for that one, it should get these. It has. And now we've got this little bad boy isolated all by himself. Let's give that one a try, shall we? Oh, didn't make it. Didn't make it. But that has weakened the network sufficiently in that this area is now kinda undefended. We're not going to be able to win that race. We need to take this one out. We can do that by going here. Getting a little low on viruses. That might get it. That did not get it. That would have been a better place to start. You're not going to help. You're not going to help. You're not going to help. No, we're going to have to restart. So, let's try this one and this one first off, because that'll do a lot of damage across the network. This one here. Try this one in a minute. Let's try this one now. See how far we get. We got time. We got 7 minutes. I'll stop pissing around in a minute. That wouldn't have done the job anyway. Let's restart and let's go in from a different angle. Let's try... Might be able to make something of that. So note this gap here. That means that it will spread as far forward as that and then one to the side of it and then run along this track. So if we can isolate this one, we're in. Yeah, that's pretty good actually. Kind of Tetris in the skill tree. Right, that might do the job now, but we want to try and buy our virus as much time to propagate as possible. So we'll do one of those, and we'll do one of those. Lovely. So we've now got a lot of space around here, and we should be able to make our way in before anything can get to us. We'll try another one there as well, just to open it out a little bit, and you can see that I always think of it as kind of like destroying the defenses of the network and buying myself time. So, and I think we've got the viruses to spend. I'd rather make sure we get this done. So back down here might be a problem. So let's get rid of a couple of those as well. And then let's try. Well, that didn't fucking work, did it? And I've got no viruses. Start again with 5 minutes. This is where the time pressure starts coming in, ladies and gents. End it there, Von. Find us a lucky key winner. Let's go here.
5 minutes remaining before trace completes.
Thank you, Mr. Data. Fuck. I wanted to get rid of that one. Okay, let's try this one. That one should get rid of itself on there. You're on the wrong channel if you were after professional anything, as far as I'm concerned.
Data acquired.
My network now. Perfect. As long as you like that purple neon pinky kind of thing, you're gonna love this game. So yeah, there we go. Finished in 20 minutes. That was getting a little hairy. Let's download that data.
Prepare for direct download.
It doesn't do this. I just can't help myself. cocking my head back when you get hit with the reward. All right. So not only did I gain a load or a few bits for that, but I think I've just learnt ballet as well. So I don't know what else could we get through all of these network downloads directly into my brain. Another thing that I don't think it has any bearing. Oh, well done, Shanty. I don't think it has any bearing. Oh, do bear in mind as well, unfortunately for you, Shanty, I don't think this one does hand tracking. I think it is just controllers. It would benefit from hand tracking, but I don't want Mr. McNeil looking at anything other than Iron Strike at the moment, because that endless mode is, I'm hopefully going to be having a look at where he is on that soon-ish. So, but one of the cool little touches that you get here is whether you are successful or fail, there are news stories. Embarrassing leaks from Middle Eastern internet providers were verified for news outlets today, outlining continued attempts from government entities to monitor all incoming and outgoing web traffic. Using sophisticated tracking programs along with their firm grip on government-sanctioned network protocol, the hacker known as STD came in there and fucked it all up. Activists and you can obviously put your own in. Activists and reformers have decreed these actions and called for greater network privacy. STD's statement was, fuck all y'all, it's my data now. So, the other thing to note as well is the money that we earn in-game is the premise of it is the money earned in the actual hacks themselves is money within that network that can be spent on software. What we take from the victory is the Bitcoin. Now, oh, that's an excellent segue in today's sponsor. Should really get a VPN sponsor, shouldn't I? I don't even bother using VPNs. Let's carry on then, shall we? So I'll try not to ruin my skill rating whilst just chatting and playing. This is one of those games that I'm reasonably familiar with, but you might hear me go a little more quieter than usual when the time limit starts ticking down. We'll attempt some ones that are supposedly within my purview as far as difficulty is concerned. So what was that last one? It was like 50, wasn't it? Let's go for a... I think it's a little early in the evening for 70%. Any 69? 69.1%. Let's go for a little 66. I'm mainly looking for ones that have a decent time limit so that I can chat without, thinking, fuck. Ooh, there's a good one.
Initiating connection.
Yeah. Let's lock it in, chat. Fuck's sake. Can you even imagine?
Loading network visualization.
Not the sort of thing a humble video DJ would say. Right, let's see. So, one of the, when you understand this game and how it works, it all, regardless of how good you are at that virus thing, it all begins here. For instance, hacking one of these, we can see all of these unshielded links and all the cash that a cheap little Hydra could get us. It isn't much cash, but it is some cash. Note as well that ones that are captured around a shielded one will knock its shields either off or lower, making hacks easier. If you could say, for instance, take all the shielding and the firewalls, the sentinel status off of all of these, and leave that so that it is just an orange node with an orange connection and no shielding on it, well, you could just Hydra that fucker and get stupid amounts of cash and not even have to play the game. feels like hacking. It feels like because you have worked it out, you've exploited the system, and you can get in there for the cutthroat maneuver, so to speak. Look at this bastard. Now, imagine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, one of the things that we could attempt is we could do a data view on this one, knowing that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It should be a 5-digit code, and the code should be the network address of this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, because that is 2 bounces, that is 2 bounces, that is 2 bounces, and that is 2 bounces. So we don't even need to worry. It's these here that you have to identify which one is part of it and which one it is. It's difficult. So what I'm looking for how I play is I am having a look at the network and seeing what I can see that we could hack easily if it all goes wrong. I'm also having a look for where the value is, where those green things are, so that we can get huge piles of cash, because and where this game can fuck you, and it has quite often, is you fail in your attempts to do so many things that you then run out of cash. For instance, let's say that the node, and it often is the root rather, was surrounded by these ICEs. We have to have exploits to get at those ICEs, and if we've wasted all of our money making sure that we've got more than enough viruses to brute force the kind of like sub-programming level of the game, then we haven't got the exploits to win at the strategy level of the game, which then fucks us at the tactical level of the game. And it's a very cool system. This has for me when I'm playing it. I was playing it earlier on today because I wanted to get a bit of practice in before I came on stream. I was like, oh, it's like 6 o'clock now. I could get one more game in, couldn't I? And then I did that game, so I probably got time for a quick one. Just one more game, just one more game, just one more game. Right, on the just one more game thing. What time are we on? 20 minutes. Go on then, let's get another giveaway on the go. So if you would like to win a copy of the glorious Darknet, I require wireless symbols in the chat, please. Now let's see where the value is. The other thing that I will say, what you guys might be looking at, depending on your screen, you'll be able to see the lighter coloured numbers. You won't be able to see the brighter ones. It is crystal clear when you are in the headset. It really is. But again, you know, casting, streaming, various things like that being what they are, can have an effect. Everything looking reasonably smooth. I suppose it doesn't really matter on a game like this, does it? Don't really matter. Let's have a look. So initially what you can use data view for is identifying where the big boys are. The other thing that I will say to you as well is where you are looking when you have the data view. The kind of just lower than center of your view is where it clumps up. So you want to cast your gaze just over it, and that will tell you. Now we can see down here, we can see zeros, we can see ones, and we can see nines. That is the only information we would expect from an ICE module. I'll give over, Kim. And we are after, we can see an E. That E denotes that there is, in this circumstance, this is one of the things that the game does not lie about and cannot lie about. Underneath an ICE module, if you ever see any letters, the closer that letter is to F, the more cash you can get out of it. So we need this. Now, if we were going to hack it, we would need to destroy each one of these ICEs with an exploit, and then we would probably start here or here and make our way in, attacking various elements of the network to break down its shielding and work our way in. However, I'm me. Oh, we need 3, don't we? Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'm not quite as on it as I thought. Right, let's go back to that. So we need 3. We haven't got the cash for 3, even with my starting fund hack. We need another 8k, so we could get that from here. is there anything else that we could take out right now for a decent bit of scran? 1, 2, 3. I believe you are the only 3 on that network, but it could be one of you ones. That's quite a low prize for the effort. Note as well, you do all of this before you plan all of this. Yeah, that's right. There is a plan. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's potentially 4 numbers there. These 2 are definitely on this one's network. And then there's the potential for these ones. Let's have a look at that network traffic and see if I can work it out. Do bear in mind as well, just to fucking throw a spanner in the works, some things are actually classed as relays when you are considering a network and not part of the network, which is fucking annoying. But you can tell if a packet enters and then leaves straight away that this might not actually be getting information from it, it's relaying it. But that one's sending, I believe it is, if they are sending information in to a part that you have identified as part of the network, then their address will be part of the code. So from what I can gather, all of that and both of these. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 potential numbers. This is an E because E is the top cash prize symbol. There is no E in there, so this one's address is E. This one is displaying a C. The easiest ones to identify are ones that do not have a green in the middle of them, yet are displaying a letter. So C, E. So we've got a start on C and E. This one's 4. This one's A. Ooh, that one's 3. That one's 4. 3, 4. A. 3, 4, A. 3, 4, A. 3, 4, A, E, C. 3, 4, A, E, C, I believe. Let's go.
Trace detected.
So we're saying 3, 4, A, C, and E. Simples. See that? It worked. First time. Any of them that I get wrong tonight, I'm just going to edit it out. Just say, oh yeah, we had a glitch on the game. So that's a nice crunch of cash. Let's get into this little bastard next. We are going to need more exploits. So we destroy ice to unveil what's underneath. We would normally have to do that. You cannot even attempt to hack a node that has ice on it, so you would have to do this. But this is the prize. This is, so now that the ice is gone, this is one of the easiest data view hacks that you could do because it is on the outside of the network and so only has 2 modules within a 2 jump of it. First one here, second one here. None of this matters because it's past 2 jumps. 1, 2. So these are the ones that you are looking for, and then if they can contain huge amounts of cash, well, all the better. Let's get back into that data view. This is a 0. This is a... You can't both be 0. No, that's a 0 as well. Ooh, this might be one that's trying to trick me. So this one should have the number 2, it should have the number 9, should have the number 0, and it should have the number 1. 1, 2, 9. I see no 0. There are zeros on the outside of it, but not on the inside. And then this one should display 9, 3, 1, and 0. Yes, I'm playing this one-handed right now. You can switch between the controllers, but you don't need to. And you also don't need the joysticks for anything. 0. Yeah, see, that one's not got 0 either. So... One. It should have a 3. That can't be right. You telling me your network address is 0 and that's it? Fine. Fine. 1.7 million for putting 1 digit in. Someone's fucked up on this network, I feel. Cool. Lots more viruses for us. Where next? We could probably have an attempt at this. Now, we could start over here and hack our way in. We want to get a node captured quite close to it, so that when we infect the target site with worms, it goes for things that are useful. Because I've seen worms go fucking all the way over here, and it's like, no, I'm hacking this dude. Again, there are algorithms. The one thing that the dev, Mr. McNeil, has been so gracious to share is that worms are greedy. That's all we really know. So, we want the address of this one, which is probably 7. I have a B here. We have a 4 firewalls, B4. So when you've got time and the timer is counting down, if you do have memory issues like me, it's often a good idea. What did we say that was? B. So it's often a good idea to go straight in here and type in what information you know. We know it's B. Oh. Why was it not B? Oh, is it not part of the network? This one isn't sending any data. Oh, fuck you, game. I hate this. So that was not B. I automatically assumed that all of these would be part of that, and they're not. So let's try that again, and let's check out the networking connections this time. So we're after you. You're sending information out. You're receiving information from these two. You're receiving... You're receiving. So I reckon it's you, you, and you. You're also receiving. Sending, receiving. Sending, receiving. Receiving, receiving. You're doing nothing. Oh, no, you are receiving. You're just not being... okay, fine. Fuck you. I know you're 7. Double check that it's 7. Let's go and put that one in and make sure we're right. Otherwise, if we're not right, we're going to have to do the not-so-elegant hack. Right, so we got 7. We can work out this one. We should see 0, 1, and F. How many firewalls have you got? You've got 6. So we should see 0, 1, F. There should be a 9 in that code because this one has the Sentinel status and it does not. There should be a 4 in that code to represent the number of firewalls. There is not. Ergo 9 and 4. Providing these are part of the network. Being sent, 9 and 4. Easy. He says. I'll finish this bit and then we'll end the giveaway. So yeah, wireless is in the chat if you would like to win. This one is receiving from this one. I believe you are part of the network and you're sending into the network from there. Receiving, you're receiving. What about you? Are you relaying? You're not relaying. So I reckon it's just that one. Cheers, boys. So I see 4, representing the number of firewalls. I see 1 because there should be a 1 there. I see 9 because it's Sentinel. And I see 4. The only thing that I don't see there is 0, which makes this one 0. Okay, cool. Looks like we're doing this manually then. Why wasn't that 0? Probably because it wasn't part of the network. That one's definitely address is 0. But you're sending! Probably because it's not actually relaying the packets that it's sending. Again, I'm still trying to work out the finer points of the data view. Some hacks, the ones that are right on the outskirts of networks, are easy. Others are just... The last one's still going, Cam. So let's try and... Do we even need it? I feel like I'm going a little bit overboard here. We just need to get into here, don't we? Let's go... yeah, well, in that case, give us a minute. Let me get a little bit closer, and then we'll call a winner. So, yeah, if you are hoping to win a copy of this one tonight, wireless emoji in the chat right now could be your lucky day. How long we got? 15 minutes. So, now, I believe that line there means that this has to be on that network. Receiving information. Receiving information. They're all... And I think it might be... Those ones there are part of over here. So it's these ones. Again, I'm not... It gets to the point where it's quite complicated, and there's a lot more rules to this than I know. I fail the hacks all the fucking time, if I'm honest. Just got really lucky tonight. 1, 2. But I also don't want to be told. I've worked out a fair bit, and I know enough. That's 3. Zero, 1, 2, and that's 3. So they're both 3. Let's see if we can grab this one quick. And so they're both 3. So that one's an easy one. So that definitely means that these are part of it. Now I reckon that one is sending. Is it sending and relaying? Is that what it has to be? So you're definitely part of it, because I saw those go in and immediately exit. 7. That one too. A. Wow. Music's very cool on this as well. Proper hacker feel. I reckon it's this one as well. Again, there are rules as to ones that are linked via certain connections, shielded, and so on. And, like, this shouldn't, I don't think, be part of this little network because it's being shielded and secured from another source. So I think it'll be that one. We'll check these two, though. B. 1. 1. So let's try 1. If it's not 1, or it is 1, there we go. And then the other one that it could have been was B. And then that one's network address is 1, which means we have information on this one for this one. You do need to check behind you. So that was part and parcel of how I started having got a little bit of information and then started working it out and then getting a little bit more information. When you have the data viewer, when you complete a node, if you look behind you, you can see its address and then you can work it out from there. Right, let's start hacking. Let's bring you down, and you down. That lessens the protection there. And then let's start hacking our way in. Right, pick us a winner, Von. I'm going to get to work. I like the look of that one. I think that one's a little more blue than the other. Nice elegant hack there. Who needs that many viruses? And now if we can take this one, we're in. This is another track. What this one does is if you go on here, providing your virus hits the line, it then destroys what's behind it. So I reckon we can at least get a decent attack off on this one's shielding by doing that. Cool. Not bad. Not great. Oh, well done, Athen. If we go there... Yep. And then... That's a long way around. But we might have enough. We could go that one and that one just to make sure, but I don't think that one's going to be the problem. 1, 2, 1, 1. No. So let's go you. Get rid of you as well. And that gets rid of that one. Good. I mean, let's... actually, hang on. Let's get rid of those two as well whilst we're here. And then we've got 2 left. And hopefully... that's not going to be a problem, but let's propagate across this network. It's got a long way to go. But note how far away I'm spread. Took too long, see? So we had too much virus on the system and it couldn't quite catch up to us in time. We like that. We like that a lot. That's enough money for another one of those. If we hack this one, that will take the shielding off of this one, or we might need one more. The elegant hack would be here, here, or here. But we've got nothing on the line for that, so we need to think about attacking this shielding first. I think that might get there. Nope, says no, that's no good. That might get there. So that's now completely exposed this right-hand side of that core. Let's see if we can work with that. We'll probably target these 2, which means get rid of that one and these. Lovely. And you, to get rid of those. And you, because I thought you were going down already, but you didn't. But you did me. And then we've got 3 left. We could... actually, yeah, let's just err on the side of caution. Get rid of that one, and then we can go there and there. It takes too long to reach there, and by the time this gets to here, well, there's no nodes that it can hit. Et voila. Hacked. So all of this, the root shielding is now done. Do you reckon we can stop it on 007? I reckon we can. It might genuinely take me 7 minutes. If the time runs out, you still get to complete the puzzle or the hack, but you won't be paid for it, and it counts as a failure. So you can learn from your mistakes, but there is a cost. Another very cool element. This here is potentially, that one there, is our elegant way to hack, I think. So if we can isolate this one by doing things like that and that. There. Now we've got a lot of space to work with. Let's get rid of this one and this one. And let's err on the side of caution with that one. And what a pity, Mr. Bond. Cool. Might work. Let's see. And again, it is a lot of trial and error. It is that kind of game.
Data acquired.
No worries. Thank you, Von. And there we go. A nice, elegant hack, and now this network is also mine.
Prepare for direct download.
What are we learning? What are we learning? It's Bitcoin! And I now have the ability to spearfish for some reason. Interesting. Blackout causes panic. An electrical short plunged several neighborhoods into a blackout for most of the day. STD is the hacker that answered to the claims of who overloaded our system. The short is widely believed to have been caused by an overload on a server that was improperly connected to the city's electrical grid. Local officials claim that no such server ever existed, but other sources suggest it was one of the many servers in the area devoted to allowing access to dark protocols and unregulated online networks. Again, this is just a little blurb. I think there is something in some of this that points to this potentially. I don't even know what any of this means. For advanced users only. So this isn't for me, and I don't want to know how it works. It might be like a cheat code input, or it might be a way for you to play particularly advanced levels that like aren't actually in the game. It could be anything for all I know. Yeah, so there's that, but we're not going to mess around with that. Now, I'm not far off getting the top amount of Bitcoin to gain backbone access. So, which is the backbone is an extremely secure hidden network that processes enormous amounts of net traffic. Enter with caution. We ain't ready for that. Fucking hell, we're struggling on 70-odd% difficulty at this rate. Let's try something a little more difficult. What did we do last? We did like 60-odd%, didn't we? I'll try and find a difficult one that's at least got some time. So I you know, kinda relax. Oh, this is a regulated network. Oh, what am I doing? Regulated networks have bits. So what that little white thing represents, if it is on the level, is it represents kind of like a white knight hacker, or like some kind of company effort, or something as simple as an antivirus, or something along those lines. So, right, let's work out this level. And as I said, like, here, this is perfect for us. There's a decent amount of value here, and this only has 2 other possible connections, and they could even be, as they were last time, the same number. 3 firewalls, 3 firewalls. So we can say this is a 5, and that is not displaying a 9 where it should be, because it is Sentinel, and it is not showing the 9 that denotes Sentinel. 5, 9, you are 59. Next. Ugh. Look at this. So I think these connections mean that that is definitely part of it. But then there's the possibility that if that is not receiving data from it, then they're nothing to do with it. So that's sending, receiving, that's receiving, that's receiving. Which ones aren't? This one, this one. You're not. You are. Receiving, 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 receiving. So this all should be part of this greater network, which then means this one and this one could be on the menu also, as well as this one. So this is going to be quite an intricate code, but it's not you. I don't think, or did we say it was you? Yeah, we did say it was you. So we would try these 6 first, and then we would need to have a deeper look as to what's sending information into this kind of like micro network. That one is but it might be relaying. So I'd imagine that's part of it as well. And then what about you? You are sending data into the network. So it could be this, 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 plus all of that. Because they are all sending and receiving. I would probably start with those 3, just to make sure. So we'll make an attempt on this, knowing that, worst case scenario. Where's it fucking gone? That is 59. That gives us a bit of cash, which then allows us to brute force and ignorance this bit to get a bit more cash. Now let's have a quick look in our data view and see if we can see any hidden cash behind any of these ICEs. There's a B there, which is not worth the effort to get into. There is another B there. Nothing there. E, here's our prize. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we would need to destroy these 3 to gain access to that, and then we can start working out the code. But it can only be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 possible. Then we just need to look at the network traffic. Receiving. Receiving, receiving, receiving. Sending to both. Sending to both. So I reckon it's all of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is where we could fail. That is... What did I say it was? 59. That's 59. That one, guaranteed. Let's work this one out. 7. D. CD7. CD7. CD7 9. CD7 8 9. Thanks. BC 789. BCE 789. BC 7891.
Network trace detected.
PC 7891. Fuck. What are we missing? Missing something. PC 789 we have 8. No, I put 8. Did I put 8? That's an 8. B. E. Oh yeah, BCE. E and 8. I do know what I'm doing as it happens, chat. E. That wasn't part of the network then. There's got to be some sort of rule with these connectors that makes something part of the network or not. Because that one was, but that one wasn't. This is the mysteries of the dance at the moment to me, some of this. Right, we are on the clock, so let's get some cash quickly. What did I say that was? I can't afford to fuck this one up now. 5 and 9. So it's easy enough to work out for these smaller networks, but these big ones can be an absolute pain in the ass. Where to start? Where to start? Probably there.
Error.
There.
Exploits can only be
Oh,
used on
Sentinel.
Sentinel nodes or ICE.
Cool. So now we can go. 3 will be enough. Oh, 3 might not be enough. Fucking hell. Might need more than 3. Not enough. We ain't got enough to do that one. Fuck! I ain't got enough for more. Oh, I've got enough for more. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine! I don't know what you're worried about. It's fine. Right, let's try that again. That was quite an elegant little attack there. Because that takes out that side. So then we can go there and there. Which takes out him. And then hack from that end. Fuck all that off. Forgot about this one. No! Idiot. Let's try that again. Right, that's you down. We want those 2 now, so that propagates a little bit. We need to get rid of you. That's not going to get far enough away. Oh, shit. No, that's not it. That's not it. Avon. Let's start. I think the solution is down there, but let's start here. If we can get that one, we can get... Oh, no. That one. Oh, no, we can't get straight in with that one. We need to get an attack in on here. There. No, we need to start down the bottom. So let's go there. Doesn't help us here. I should attack this one. Then we just need to buy enough time to travel, but we're not going to be able to from there. Okay, let's start again. Let's go you first. No, that's not it. Let's go you and you. Oh, fuck's sake. What did I say? You and you. Then that one. That's not enough. Not you. You would do the job. No, you... Yeah, you would do the job. So it's those two together to get rid of him. And then we need to get rid of this one with that one. And then that should allow us to get in with that one. Nope. God, why was that still going out? This might be more difficult than I thought. Cool. Right, fuck that off. I've only got 9 minutes. Let's try another. Got any more exploit? Got any more of them exploits? Right, let's try this smaller one. This should be easier. There we go, lovely. Easy job. It's always about the pink, isn't it? Right, cool. She open. Let's go. Get a bit of cash from this. Buy a load of cool stuff. Hack network. Simple. We should be able to railroad that one in. So if we go there. And there. Thanks, Vaughn. Is that right? Yes, thought it was. Perfect. Cool million in the bank. Lovely. Let's get a couple more of you. A couple of you. Let's attempt the big boy. So we need to go here, here. Start there. Let's take you out as well whilst we're at it. Start here. Hack in. Cool. What time are we on? 2 hours. Cool. Well, if Von's back, let's get another giveaway undergo. So, if you would like to win a copy of Darknet for the Quest, pop a wireless symbol in the chat now. This is the second to last. I've been doing a lot of transponding today. Okay, I've had a lot of numbers to worry about and work out. They're ganging up on me. I don't know quite how many keys we have left, but I'd imagine it's 1 after this giveaway. You and you. And you, there is advantage to setting multiple off at the same time. I'm not there yet. I'm more of a brute force and ignorance hacker. I can see some of the advantages that it can give you. This hasn't been the greatest of attacks. Let's see. Cool. You. That one should then get in there. No. Blocks that one off. Oh, yeah, let's just destroy all its defenses then. And then we'll do that and brute force it. Ha-ha! Do you know what I would love to see in this game? I'd love to see a multiplayer where you're hacking each other's computers, and not only like you're hacking each other's networks, but also defending each other's networks as well. That would be, I think that would be quite cool. But not yet. If you're watching, Mr. McNeil, you just sort that endless mode out on the old Iron Strike for us, please. Oh, he's going the right way. That's good. And then if he can inhibit that one as well. Yes. Yes, so that's gone. And we'll pop another one there. Sometimes it's not a bad idea, as I say, to deploy more worms than you need. Look, see, that one's just... I don't know why it's got... What's so fucking important over there? Ooh, we've only got 8. We've only got 8 for this. So, yeah.
Warning. 5 minutes remaining before trace completes.
Oh dear. Why does that feel like it's got a lot more than it usually should have? Haven't got enough for those. Haven't got enough for that. Yeah, we ain't got enough for anything. Because these are not providing anything to the route. So the way that the route looks now is just the way that we got to do it. I don't think we've got enough Hydras for this. There's a lot of things to burn out of the way before we can even attack the route. That's not it. That's a fucking red herring. That won't work. It's not that way in. This isn't going to work either. I think we're going to need more Hydras than I can afford. I've only got 4 minutes. Try that. Oh no, I've played Gods of Gravity. It's a good one. Mr. McNeil's done quite a similar game to Gods of Gravity. Flat screen. Kind of similar, like where you're attacking each other's planets and shit. That didn't help us at all. Well, we needed to see some kind of failure, didn't we? So, right, that's your timer. If you want to win a copy of this glorious little game, that's how long you've got left. Let's start on the outside then and work our way in, see if that does anything for us. I don't think it's going to, though. The piss notes. Oh, because they're yellow. Right, I get it now, Cammy. I get it. Yes, that's what the piss notes do. They propagate your virus, which can be good and bad. Getting rid of these is going to be a fucking pain. I don't think I've got the Hydras for this. Right, so let's experiment here, because I was always under the impression that these do not add anything. We have the things that are close to it, but maybe it's to do with what's on its network that actually does more stuff for it. We need a lot more funds than I'm going to be able to get together quickly. So, yeah. I don't see this one happening, if I'm honest. Can't get any more of these ICEs down. I suppose we don't actually control that, so let's control this first. Not you. That was not a very elegant hack. Neither was that, but it allows us to do that. So now everything that is connected to that is ours, is corrupted. Plus it's wormed. Has that got rid of anything? I don't think it has. This has got an awful amount of shielding for a boss. Say we need like 10 to 12 Hydras. There's too many defenses in the way is the problem, Shan. That doesn't really help us.
Warning. 1 minute remaining.
Thank you, Mr. Data. Oh, this was quite an easy one as well. So this is what I'm talking about. This is going to fuck my rating. Damn it. Oh, those ones. Yeah, they're kind of like null ones. They not only destroy your virus, but they also destroy the connectors. Man, are we looking at this wrong? I mean, I don't think I've got enough time to do it now. No.
Warning. 10 seconds remaining before trace completes. Trace complete. Your intrusion in this network has been detected. You will no longer receive payment for capturing the target data.
Not so elegant. Technically, that counts as one. Explode with piss. There you go. Time, gentlemen, please. So, if you would like to pick us a winner, Von, or select us from the draw a winner. But there's some of these that you get to, and it's a combination of not having enough cash. I don't think I can do anything to make that easier. I have all the connectors. I wonder if we took that one down, if it would make anything easier, but that's not doing anything for that. But let's try. Let's see if it would have made it any easier. I'm pretty sure it doesn't, but I'm interested to know. Because I've tried these sort of things before to, like, kind of experiment with it. We need 2 there. Okay, you. You 2. So yeah, because that one was fully firewalled, wasn't it? It still is, and everything's still in the same spots, regardless of how... But then there's also an unknown ICE there, and I have not got the money for that. Well done, Faye. So that gives us 1 left. The other thing to note as well, if this one does tickle your fancy... And if you even remotely like Iron Strike, this one is only $7.99. It's an absolute steal for the price. It's very well put together. It's one of those games where it's like, does it need to be in VR? No, not really. Is it better? Is it a cooler experience for being in VR? I'd say yes. Like that Shogun Empire game was... kind of on the border of was it worth having in VR. But then you've also got that element, there's some people that play games that only have VR and nothing else. But yeah, like some of these routes are a damn sight harder than others, and I think it's just part and parcel of the kind of network that we've selected. I usually find that Darknet networks have less security but a harder route. Corporate ones have more security but an easier route to break if you can get there. I didn't fucking see you. Where did you come from, you little bastard? So he's been working against us all this time as well. What a prick. So I'll quit this level, but this just shows you what little Mr. Yes No will do. So if we were working our way around and being all tardy, he'll now move across to here, and then he'll probably go to this one. Now, because we've wormed this, these ones shouldn't receive protection from this, but these ones coming back online will protect the root. And now if we go in here, whilst it's all firewalled up, now we have a fucking nightmare scenario on our hands. Absolute fucking nightmare. And so, again, by being tardy, I didn't even see that bit. And to be honest with you, I didn't think this was a high enough difficulty for this to be too much of a challenge. Oh boy, was I wrong.
Disconnecting.
And now we have to abandon that one to be able to do a different one, taking my skill rating from a massive 84.9% all the way down to 79.9. As much as I hate the fact that, you know, win, go up, lose, go down, there's something very... It lends weight to your action. It lends weight to the game. Now, I do get that there's people that won't like that. I am an older gamer now, and I've played plenty of games where it's like, just go in there and do it. Doesn't matter if I die, doesn't matter if I fail, doesn't matter if I succeed. I'll just go in there and have a go. Here, you need to make sure. Out of interest, the highest skill rating I've had is 90, which I then tried to get up just a little bit higher to try and look a little bit better coming into the street. Failed. Absolutely failed. Yeah. The thing is, there's no, like, leaderboard in the game, as I understand it. It's just against yourself. But, like, I don't know. It's one of those things that devs can use to artificially extend the length of the game. And I kind of like it, because if you're not getting further, you clearly haven't got good enough of the game to be able to progress. You know, we can all knock Dungeons of Eternity up to fucking tier level 7 and put 3 hazards on and plow our way through that some way, shape or form. But if we failed, it's not like, oh, and if you fail, you lose one of your mythic weapons. You better believe I'd be taking that fucking dungeon quite slow if that was the case. So, let's see if we can do something where we can get a decent amount of Bitcoin, a decent amount of time. But a diamond to gold, exactly. It means that you have to be careful. You have to think about your moves. So you've even got this now added to the strategy layer. There is one other thing that I'll show you whilst my... let's look at these bad boys. So, plane-wide audio comm system on Air Force 2, or hack the intranet of a major international weapons manufacturer. Yeah? 10 minutes? We've only got 10 minutes to fucking get into Lord of War's server. Let's have a go. But we'd only lose 0.5 from this if I do fuck it up. And it also lets me show you off kind of one of the latter features of the game. So, as you can see, arms dealers tend to secure their networks quite well. Very well. At least there's no fucking bits chasing me around the level on this one. This would be a nice place to start and what's it called? And Hydra, just to collect a load of nodes. They're only worth 1,000 each, but an initial Hydra only costs us 2k, and then, as I say, the price doubles each and every time. And then by propagating across this network, we'll weaken it in other places that will allow us inroads. However, what we are always looking for, I'll tell you what this means in a minute, what we are always looking for is the high-value hiddens and then an easy hack. Like this cock and balls network here. Now this will be a nice hack, and one of these will probably have some kind of high value, and if it's one of these two, it'll only be these two that we need to find the network addresses for. We'll come back to that though, because at the higher level, we're not just dealing with one network. Where is the network? Right, so the root is there. We're not just dealing with one network. Let's take a trip, shall we? From one node to a fucking another. And look how this is interconnected to others as well. What I don't know is if you were able to fully hack one of these if it would have any bearing on the other levels, so to speak. I haven't been able to find that out because I can't find that out because you don't have enough time to do that. So I don't think that's the purpose. The game is all about looking for the elegant solution, and then if you're not elegant like me, making so much money that you can just finger blast your way through all of this hacking. Let's see if there's anything in here. No. There's a reasonably high value one in there, but not high enough. Yep, not wrong. Not wrong, Cammy. Not wrong. But yeah, as I was saying, I'd love to see this kind of game with a multiplayer element to it. Or can you imagine like a cooperative element to this? Like a PvE? That could really work as well. But the one thing that I would say... Hello, Ray. Hello, Ray. How we doing? The one thing that I would say about this game as well is don't take my word for this. This is, I think, one of the only games that I've seen on the MetaQuest store that actually has a 5.0 rating, and that's not because it's only got one person that's reviewed it. It's got 21 reviews, yet it still maintains a 5.0. So hopefully none of the winners will fuck that up. Please don't. It deserves its 5.0. This might be it. The problem with this system is it takes like fucking what feels like minutes to traverse from one kind of like subnet to another. But the reason why is because, like, for instance, that's easy cache. There's only going to be 2 addresses on that. So that's a nice easy chunk. There's a big boy. Oh yeah, good shout, Ray. We're in the middle of a giveaway at the moment. Put a wireless in, and I'll wait for that. And then, what time are we on? Yeah, I'll wait for that, and then we'll get that one given away, and then we'll do the other one quite quickly. One, 2. So we could get this one quite easily and this one quite easily. That gives us a chunk of cash. Let's go and have a look. Oh no, this is going back the way we came. Skip! It's cool and everything, but fucking skip! Like, and the fact that you can see the other isolated networks from this view as well. Oh, right, yeah. Hang on, are we in the middle of a giveaway or not? We're not in the middle of a giveaway. Yeah, he can't put the wireless symbol in yet, Shammy, if we're not in the middle of a giveaway. It wasn't this one. So we'd want to go that way, and then we would want to go that way. We did just do one, didn't we? But as I said, a very chill game whilst you're starting to learn it that then becomes an absolute fucking nightmare later on because you have to work fast and you will need the data view at later stages as well, I feel. Right, so don't go in that one, this one. So as we're looking at them, we want to go in on the one on the left. I'm going to double check that because I've only got 10 fucking minutes. If I can do this, I would be very happy because this will repair my skill rating and then some. We'll also be able to have a look at what this fucking backbone network is because I've never seen it. And I thought the game was hard enough. Yeah, got nat 20 on initiative. Plus modifiers. Right, so there's our route. So we go back through there. Have we got anything to take in here? Oh yeah, we needed to look at cock and balls, didn't we? No. No. This is only a D. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'd have to break all of this down to only get a D, which isn't great. There's another one there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We need to break another 4 here. And that's not even getting into the middle. We're going to need about 4 million to do this with any sort of any thought of success. Nah. Right. C 1 2 B. Yeah, I thought Cock and Balls Network here would be one of the balls, but it's actually the base of the shaft that that, as always, contains the prize. So if we come back in here, we can at least attempt this, which will give us some money, but I don't know where the rest of my money is coming from, and I'm going to need at least a decent number of exploits and hydras just to fucking have a look. I know how hackers feel now. I'm sure it's nothing like this, but it feels like it. 1 2 3 4 plus potentially those 3. That might be the network there, but we'd have to analyze that traffic. Let's have a look. So receiving and being routed to and receiving. I think it might just be these ones. I don't think these are part of that network. Although I might be living and dying on that hill. That's sending data into the network. That's sending data into the network. And that's sending data into the network. But the connections are different, which means I don't think it's part of the network. I'm sure I'll be able to put a great code together and go, well, chat, it's definitely 5, 4, B, 3. He puts the 1 in. Fail. Right. Well, where did we say was the easy cash? That's only a D. E's worth 1.7 million. D's are just under 1 million or just over 1 million. It's a lot of money, but it's not enough. Well, time to crack some eggs. 10 minutes, man. That is not enough time. I mean, I can get a lot done in 10 minutes, but fucking hell, hacking? Come on. But this is where the game gets very hard, is basically more complex puzzles and that time limit as well. Yes, you're racing against the time limit, but that wouldn't stop you completing the puzzle, but it will stop you getting it. But the thing is as well, we have not a massive amount to lose. So that's our easy target, and that's our easy target. Is there any cash in here? I didn't think there was. Another D there, but we have too much. Way too much to work out. A C there, but way too many connections for my liking. There's the prize, but that's not a network that I fancy hacking into in 10 minutes. It's a lot of things to crack. I don't think we can do that. So, right, where's the easy money? Where's the easy money? Easy money, easy money, easy money. There. There was another one in here, wasn't there? Was there 2, or did I look at the same one twice? Probably. Scanning the top. Oh, yep, there it is. Cool. So this one's code is 0880. One D. 1D and 80. Let's go.
Trace detected.
And fail. Get out. Where are you? There. So this isn't a massive amount of cash, but it might give us enough. Right, now get it. Right, we're going to need viruses. We are going to need exploits. We need to go back to... I said left, didn't I? Bye, exploit! Oh, no, come with me! Come with me! Oh, I've left him. Oh, there he is. He's back. Well, go and put the kettle on. That's, what, 20 minutes wasted? Just travelling from one fucking hub to another? Bastard. Why can't this be sped up? Why isn't there a way to speed this up? That'd be cool if you could hack around the portal to it and that speeds that up. That'd be quite a nice little game. Right, we can get you Fuck, get that off before I use it on something I'm not supposed to. There's an E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this kind of cock and three balls formation might do us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'd need 6 exploits. Ugh. It does to me. And welcome to the stream, dude. Right, let's go. Firewalls. 3, 4, 3, 3, 3. So the stem's got 4. 4, 9, C. And then it's got to be these two. Can't be anything else. That's also C. This is 6. Lovely. Right, but that's a lot of money spent on exploits. Now our exploits become more expensive. And we haven't even got any hydras together yet. I only see 3. It could be 4 balls and then a little cock. Yeah, one of the two. So we can get in there. Okay. I got enough for worms. I have. Gonna have to be quick. We're running out of time. T-minus 7 minutes. The thing is, as well as I can explain this, just go through the tutorial. It explains the basics. The hardest part of this is the fucking matrix view. It's, and that's the more advanced level of this you don't need until you're really getting into it. W-O-R-M. Please go nearby. If we can get another one in. Right, so that allows us to hack that. But we've got no more money on the board, so if I can't do... If I can't do... this with what I have, we're fucked. Let's take a look. How many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is not enough hydras. But we're short of time and money. Fuck! Right, okay. Can't do both. Oh, I know. I see. This one. You. Oh, I didn't... I'd spend 2. And that might catch us before it actually attacks the firewall. Okay, we're in. So these ones are the worst of both worlds. They take an attack before they are unveiled, which makes them a massive pain in my ass. If we can defeat a lot of this part here, we can sneak in there, but that's a lot of fucking nodes to defeat with not a lot of hydras. Viruses. That was good. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Warning.
You'll get shot
5
down.
minutes remaining before
Thanks. 3 left, and I'm going to need 2 for down here. I need those 2. It's going to hit that way before it gets anywhere near. Computer says no. Start again. Fuck. Let's go and have a quick look, see if there's any easy cash. How much do I need? 500,000. Fuck this game. No. I could spend time hacking various parts of this network. It's not going to make me the money that I need to be able to afford more Hydras. The way to have done this would have been to be better at the game first and foremost. And secondly, we're just going to have to spend 4 minutes in here. If I had more Hydras, there may have been a way, but... Thanks, Corvo. The fact that it takes that one out is so annoying. Okay. And then that one takes out you. Good. If we can give that a bit of a run by doing that, should hit these before it hits that. It still puts us in the same boat, though. We've got a lot of defenses to work through and only 4 Hydras. And we're really far away is the problem. So we need 2 down here, and we've only got 3 left. 1, 2, 1, 2. Right. I'm happy to have you, Corvo. I mean, not happy to have you, Corvo. Yeah, I think I pretty much snookered myself with that one. Let's try from the back. So there are, as you can probably see, there's different ways to attack the core, but that's the root of it, so to speak. I'm just not very good at this part, and I haven't got the resources for it either. We could get you out of the way, but it's still not a great entry. There's a lot of nodes here and here. There's just a lot of nodes everywhere, really, isn't there? Well, we'll keep trying different things and see what we can accomplish. That's not going to help us. What about that way? That kind of works. Will it get us far enough? No, we need to get rid of that as well. So it'd have to be that one and that one. And you. Then you. Which should open up this bottom section. And then it's if we've got the resources to get there. And I don't think we have. 4's not enough. Starting an attack from up here is not going to get us where we need to. The attack needs to come from this quadrant here. 1, 1, 1, 1.
Warning. 1 minute remaining before trace completes.
Well, yeah. That's well pointed out, Corvo. Thank you very much. That's not going to reach that. If I could get that one to buy the time for that to propagate, but it's going to hit one of these beforehand. One left. The gameplay loop I'm good at when it's simple and I've got loads of resources, but it's the getting there now in these harder levels that becomes very difficult.
Trace complete. Your
cool. Well,
intrusion in this network has been detected.
That's
you will
2.
no longer receive payment for capturing the target data.
But you can, the thing is, you can go from any side. The reason why I'm not going on any side is because there's a big cluster, big density of nodes here. And the problem with dense nodes, unless they are the same number away, you end up with transactions where you're not actually doing a lot. Like, that one only got rid of 2. This one will only get rid of 1. And the more dense they are, the harder that is to get more value out of your virus. Yeah, one node on the board, I'm an expert. But the other thing as well is you've got a lot of greens, and those are basically, they're those on top of those. So you have to do this first to break them. I didn't even get there. To break them. You can use these to initiate multiple attacks, because as your virus is propagating and spreading, it takes the defense off of that, and then you can use that to get in. I know what I'm talking about. I know it might not make sense. But again, it's another one of those cool things that it's a very abstract concept to explain, I think, and that definitely gives it something that I don't usually have from games. Normally, I'd like to think that I am reasonably good at explaining things and mechanics, and the earlier levels are easy enough to do. The earlier levels are easy enough to do, but these harder ones, I know what I need to do. So yeah, we're down to 79%. And hello, Donny, welcome to the stream. Yes, good timing. We have one more key to give away, which we will do so now. So if you would like a chance to win the final copy of Darknet that we have to give away tonight, please pop in the wireless symbol. I tell you what, as well, we might be using the wireless symbol in a few more of these giveaways, because it just comes up with your guys' names and doesn't just say wireless emoji, wireless emoji, which is quite good on my ears as it happens. Right, whilst you guys put wireless emojis in the chat to enter the giveaway, I'm going to try. Yes, that's exactly what it is, Faye. It's exactly what it is. But that's the thing is, that's just part of the game, and a game with a good tactics and strategy layer for me is, if you are good at strategy, i.e. the overview, then you can make the minutiae, the tactics of it, easier. It's why I like games like Total War and I suppose Void War. To, you know, if you pick the right crew, get the right equipment, get the right weaponry, get the right modules, and do everything correctly at that strategy layer, when it comes down to the actual, you know, dirty getting down in the ship tactics, that can be made easy. So, and it's the same with this. But again, you know, I've only put, I don't know, well, yeah, I probably put way more many hours into this than I'd like to admit. I've played this quite a lot, and I still feel like a beginner at it. And you know what? That's refreshing. The more you play it, though, the more things you start to link and the more tactics you can come up with. I know where my failing is with working out the actual, like, tactical game of it, and it's by not setting off nodes multiply. My brain just isn't thinking that far ahead yet. It probably won't be by the time we've finished either. That one's not a bad target, but it is a regulated target. A client in Monaco wants dirt on the target. Grab everything.
Initiating connection.
See if we can get that skill ranking back up, shall we, chat? We got nothing to lose, well, 0.5, and everything to gain, well, 5%. Need some coin, man. Need some Bitcoin. That last one that we went on, though, is going to be an incredibly difficult one. First and foremost, you don't have, like, this network is quite vast in comparison to the other ones, hence why it's a bit more zoomed out, but it's all in the same sphere. So we don't have to dick around, and this might actually be an easy take. Prize, big prize in there. So there's an E there. There's a D here, which we might be able to hack manually. We might be better off doing that, but we will attempt a data view. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You've got fucking 6 possibilities, but there is the possibility that it might just be that one, and that one, which we'll try. That might be our first hack. Might be able to get into that manually. And so this is why you need that data view. Is it's all well and good having the resources, and even when you can like brute force, but the timer is always ticking, dude. Did I just see a fucking bit? Regulated networks usually have bits. They don't always, but they do. So we also, with our 11 minutes, need to set up something for it to go and fuck off to, or make sure that we have the resources to attack this heavy when we are ready. I'm going to need to lure that bit away. Where? So, where was that? Where was that cock and ball setup that we were going to go for? I can't see it now. There. Right, so we're going to need at least 3 exploits to be able to attempt that. So to get, we can buy 2 off of the get-go. So we're going to need a few thou. It's probably that one, but that's not an easy network code unless those white lines are the network. Let's have a look. I think it's more to it than that. That's not even sending or receiving any. So you're not actually part of it? Is that what he's telling me? So it's these 3 and these 4. And that is a difficult take for only 200,000. So this might be a manual hack, but a manual hack's still got a lot of security around it. That was the other prize there, but this is still quite a difficult manual hack. And I'd need to get rid of these to be able to get the shielding down and at least have a pop. Where? These ones are worth, they're like 12k. That can get you going initially. This bit is going to do all of my hard work over. I could use some of these to start attacking the outer of the roots network as well. We need to attack something far away from the bit, something that we could do some damage with a Hydra. This is looking good down here. And that might allow us to get at least some sort of SEM balance established. I shouldn't be able to fuck that code up. It can only be so many things. I think we start down here, and it also gives us possibly an in on this, but we're going to have to work fast because that bit, as soon as I start attacking the network, is going to be over. If you can fuck off into one of these, where are you? You're in here, aren't you? Yeah, fuck off over there. One more. Go on. Fuck off. Oh, 1, 2. We might be able to get that as well. But I'll do that when this is over here. Let's have a look at the data view a second. 7 0 5 705 F 705 F 6 firewalls 075 F. You are Sentinel. 075 F is that one's address. I'm not going to remember that. I don't even know why I bothered working it out, but it's easy enough to work out, so there's something in that. If we take out no, we'd have to take out that one because that's sampling these and it only opens that up. Tick tock, tick tock. But yeah, spend your time working this part out so that you don't end up failing like I did earlier. Right, let's grab a Hydra and let's go.
Network trace detected.
Uh-oh. Fuck off. Oh shit. Right. Hydra that. That'll propagate across all of that, get us a little bit more cash. We can now buy another Hydra. We can attack this. Another virus, rather. That should be the elegant hack. No. Oh, I've only got 3. Fuck. Cool. Alright, that's that one. How many exploits did I say I need? I just saw the fucking bit. Is he in there? I swear I just saw the bit. 1, 2, 3. I need 4. Fuck. Right, let's go. You and you. We need this one. So we need another 16k. Yeah. I could try and guess that, but I don't know what, and I'm not going to be able to find out what that one is. Where was that? Ah, you're not easy money. Four. One. Fuck! Why is it not 4? How are you not part of the network? Oh, fuck this game. Oh, look, bits. Oh, yeah, cool, dude, cool. Right. Recapturing a node that has been captured has no cash benefit to it. Been a bit hasty. I've been a bit hasty with the old buying viruses. Bim indeed. $32. Oh no, that's it. We need that. Right, cool. Good. You. 4, 4, 3. Right, let's work you out first. 5. And these are both 4s. A. 5. A. 6. Those ones are nice and easy to work out because there's only so many connections, but when it starts getting a lot of connections, I'm fucked. Right, what do we need? Don't need a massive amount of exploits to get into you. Let's get you out of the way. Let's take that down because that does a lot of work for us. And that one, and try and make some inroads here. Can we do this? Don't think we can. Yes, we can. No, we can't. No. Go. We're in. Send in the worms. Good. That's a good worm. Another. Go that way. Good. Good. Take this one down, then we have access to the root, and then we can use the rest of the money that we have on viruses and see if I can make a go of this. But we're gonna need to be quick. Hey, is that all? Fuck! Money. Money, please. No. No. C, there. He's coming back. We're gonna have to spend money to get that. Fuck, and he's on his way. Let's go. Fuck! We haven't got enough hydras. Again, I don't think. There are ones that I've done with less than 8, but I don't think this is going to be one of them.
Warning. 5 minutes remaining before trace completes.
Yeah, thanks. Right, that initiates the attack. With hopefully not getting... no, it doesn't. Right, you're a good shout. You might work as well. Good. We hold him there. That was not a very good attack. 2, 2, 2. Fuck. Right, okay, not there. Start up here. Didn't want to have to use 2. Got 3. Might work. Come on! Propagate!
Data acquired.
Get out of it. Take your network, stick it up your ass.
Prepare for direct download.
1,658. 53 bitcoins and... Oh, fuck. I can now crochet as well? Shit. Good skills. Right, back up to 84%. And we continue. Right, that'll do us. Do you want to pick that last winner for us, Von? And then I'll have attempt another hack, and then we'll probably call it a night. Now, how far are we off? Oh, look at that! I haven't even seen this yet. Right, we just need some quick Bitcoin. So let's do that. And I'll end it on looking at the nightmare that I'm going to have to have a go at next. So let's go on something nice and easy with the intention of just grabbing a few Bitcoin to finish off my meta progression. Oh, good. 15% to lose is nothing to gain. Darknet works, everybody. Well done, Grizz. I know Grizz is going to love... The only other person that I think I know will like this is Arby. 1, 2, 3, plus those. There's our E. That's a fucking solid hack, I think. Anything easy? You're easy. 4B. 4B. There's a D, sneaky D there, very unprotected as well through normal means. Cool, we'll go for that first and see what's underneath potentially door number fucked. Oh, and your E. Oh, and then those 4 potentially. Right, that's a road in, and then we've got that as a backup if we fuck it. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's only 4. Right. Firewalls. 3, 3, 1. Well, yeah, those are 1s, 3s. Zero. 2. That one doesn't make sense. That should be 0 as well, because it has 1 fire. No, it's representing that it's got 1 fire. Oh, it's 3, isn't it? Of course it's 3. Fucking idiot. 3. So I'm going to start with those 2, just in case it's a 2-coder. 0 and 2. A. 0, 2, A. I think it's just 0, 2. Let's go.
Network trace detected.
That was the other 2 that it could have been. Cool. That's some quick cash. Lovely. Now let's use that to hack our way. What's that worth? 225. We can do this. Not very elegant. Could blast that off. And blast that off to collect that. But again, need some of those. Let's see if we can hack it normally with 5. Cool. Good money, everybody. Good money. Deposit that 225k into my bank account. 1, 2, 3. You're an easy hack on data view. We'll have you 2. 4. B. Oh, dun 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 dun. You're a nice mess. What did we say? That one. Three shields. Save those. Grab some more of them. Hard hack this way. How long we got? Oh, we got loads of time. Don't even know what I'm worried about. Don't even know what you're worried about, chat. That didn't work. Shit. That will. Looking for areas like this as well that mean that your virus is going to spread around them as opposed to through them is all part of the strategy and tactical level of la 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 la. Double shielded. This could be quite difficult with 5. Yeah, that's a lot of protection. She's triple ribbed for her pleasure. That's gonna like kill everything that I need to attack. Actually, that's too much. That's too much. Fuck off. Too much. Too buku. It's the same way either way, isn't it? There isn't a leaderboard. There isn't a leaderboard on this, unfortunately. Or I don't think there is. Don't know, it could be one of the hidden things. Right, that's our start. That's the lower dealt with. This is our patsy in. Let's take those out. And that out. Should get at least those 2. And then that's our way in. So it'll go round. Perfect. Lovely! Yeah, relax. That's a word that you use with this game. Oh, I didn't see that one. 1, 2, 3. Why didn't I see this one? This one's easy. No, yeah, no, no leaderboard. Sorry, Grizz. 7D A. AD7. Be grateful for the amount of work that I have given you, though, Grizz, and if you listen to this video over again so that you can get data view in your repertoire of skills. This is something that I've only recently added to what I'm doing in the game in the last week or so, I'd imagine, or last couple of weeks. And yeah, it's what's going to allow me to attempt the faster, harder ones, but yeah, you can tell me that. Tell me that in a later stream, Grizz. Dude, you'll love it. And the thing is, it's easy until you can't see it, and then you're fucked. And it's such a good thing. As I said, when you're hitting that data view and working out the codes and elegantly hacking away across the network, you feel like a fucking genius. And then you get it wrong, fuck it all up, and this game slams you back down to the realms of idiocy quicker than turning inside out a pair of Mr. Lister's old underpants. 1, 2. I think we can attempt it, and we've got our road in. I'd like to have one more. Okay, 11 viruses. We should be all right. Should be. Onwards and upwards, Dread. I must admit as well, having played Starforge yesterday, I was enjoying it. For fuck's sake. I ain't got time for these games. Time for all of these games. Got a bloody video to put together for Dungeons of Eternity that I haven't even got the video for yet. Got another game that I'm looking at the moment. Tower of Titans, Titan Tower. One of those two ways around. I can't remember which. Be having a look at that one soon. If we take that one, the worm will definitely do. I know, right? No, I did in the tutorial. Tower of Titans, that's the one. Right, that's you. Now we worm. We worm some more. Was there a bit on this network? I can't remember. I don't think there was. This should. And since as we've got some time, I'm pretty sure I've done this before, but since as we've got some time, I'm going to attack every node around it and make sure they're mine and see if that makes the root game easier. So what we got? 2. I mean, that's quite easy anyway, if I can find the elegant way in, which is there. Shit. Will that do it? No. No. Fuck off. Take that one out first. Let me make sure I've got the solution for this before I start pissing about. That takes out those two, doesn't it? No. Fuck's sake. That one first, then. Then that one. That will get rid of one of you two. Oh no, definitely not. Definitely not. Hello, Bone. How we doing, dude? To be fair, if it's the one that I think it is, they might have been on something that I've got access to. Tower of Titans or Titan Tower of it. They might have been on something that I had access to at some point. They may have even emailed me, but I just didn't have the time to get back to them. I was right in the depths of doing all my Iron Strikey Dungeons of Eternity goodness. So it would be that one. And then that one will win. So, right, that's easy enough to do. So it was 2 and quite a big density of nodes. Let's hack all of this. I don't think it makes any difference. Because I think... Fine, I'll do it this way. These ones as well, they're like network defense, and they take an additional tick for your virus to propagate through. This can work for you or against you, as a lot of the network features and defenses can do. But as I said, I'm sure I've tried this before and it didn't seem to have any effect on the complexity of the puzzles. Well, that's what I got from one of the guys who I think's doing the promotion, Bones, is he was basically like, yeah, what we'll do is we won't sort anything out for you yet. We'll invite you to the beta when that's all up and running, and we're getting an update done for it this weekend. And I was like, yeah, cool, that's fine. That means I don't have to piss around doing anything until, so that buys me like another week or whatnot. And then fucking Bones is straight in the chat. Hey, Silver, you want one of those keys? So yeah, I had a chat with the organizer guy, and I was like, oh, so Bonesy kind of jumped the gun on getting me a key then, did he? Like, a little bit, yeah. But hey, I appreciate it. I get to play the game, and I get to see how much it advances with whatever it is they're doing, which I think is a good place to come from. It's yeah, it's an interesting one. I'll give it that. Oh, there you go then. There you go. Dev knows best. It's an interesting one. I like the premise. I like the gesture-based. It's definitely better than the other gesture-based Magic that I played. I can't remember what it's called now, but it's like very cartoony. This one's more my style. It'd be fair to say it's a little rough around the edges. I can think of quite a few little things that need changing about it. I'm loving the ring system. That's really cool. Looking like the fucking Mandarin by the end of a play sesh. Yeah, that doesn't look like it's got any easier, so I wonder if taking more of the network out actually has any effect on it. But from what I remember of the tutorial, if this has, that is basically in its done state. There's no way to remove that green shield. That's to stop you doing that. That's what the green, because that green shield, it provides itself. So there's no way you can propagate that without having to actually manually hack it. And for those of you going like, oh, there's you with fucking bronze, blue net, bronze, blue net, head red. There is no keypad for the last bit, so you have to do it manually. Otherwise, you better believe I'd have been fucking failing that first time. Another thing that's quite cool as well, when you're within the bubble of the network, look how I can actually see in real time the rest of the network and what I have done to it. Looks very cool. You're actually inside. It's very good. Right. Should we have another go? I think we'll be alright. I think we'll be alright. And then we can unlock that backbone. I'll attempt the backbone and try not to get boned, and then we're all good. Where did I say I was coming from again? Oh, I've completely forgotten. Shouldn't really do this. Memory issues, you know. Did I say it was that one star? Nope, that takes them both out. Just need to lose one. That's not it. Although, that one does a job. Need to get rid of you, but keep you guys. Go those 3. That's the benefit of doing 2 together. Might get us in, you know. Think it's gonna work.
Data acquired.
Yes! My network!
Prepare for direct download.
494 bitcoins! Actually, that one's quite useful. I'm now able to fly fish, apparently. Excellent. So that's what we've kung fu, crochet, fly fishing, spear fishing. We had spear fishing as well tonight as one of the abilities I've gained through hacking into the Matrix. Cool. Right, we have the bitcoins. Backbone is an extremely secure, hidden network that processes enormous amounts of net traffic. Enter with caution.
Upgrade unlocked.
Grison, fuck off. You can look forward to this when you play. Coming in, taking all my ideas and then beating me on the leaderboard, just like IDU. What the fuck? Cool. Jesus Christ. Cheers, Vaughn. All right. Fucking hell, you don't need that close. Jesus. So this is the level of difficulty beyond. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that? How do I even hack it?
Initiating connection.
Shit. I wasn't supposed to do that.
Loading network visualization.
Well, this is new territory. Fucking hell, look at this. Hello, Rogue. Fuck. I don't even know what that is. I'd imagine that will be something along the lines of, I have to take these out before I can gain access to that. I'd imagine... Yes, it is. It is, dude. Yeah. I can't even exploit that. Right. Fuck me. 1, 2, 3. Right, so there's 3 other sub-networks connected to this boner. Let's try right. Where's the money? Show me the money! Fuck me, networks within networks over there. Gods be damned, I'm gonna get lost in this bit. Ooh, nice opportunity here though, maybe, if I can get the money together. A C? Fuck off. Need more money than that. Oh. Cock and balls for a D. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's a lot of network destruction. No, 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 no. How do we get here? This one? That one? This one? This way. This way! Does anyone remember which one the main one was? I'm lost already. Oh, we're back. Oh, we found it. Right, okay, that's you. Cool, let's have a look through this middle one. So yeah, I'll make an attempt on the backbone. And then we'll call it a night. Oh, come on. 211k? I did not realise how much money I need just to get anywhere near that boner. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, have some cash. D? I'm gonna slice 4 ices just to get a D. Indeed, there's a fair amount of cash. 2, 3, 4. I might be able to get this with a data view because it's only 9, but I don't know which ones. Not you. No. Right. If I can get you, that's a start. That gets me into this, which then should be an easier an attempt. If I fuck this up, I ain't getting into it another way. Probably. There better not be a bit chasing me around on this. That'd break my fucking heart. F. Oh, let's see if we can work out the network. In. So this is definitely part of the network. Thanks, Bones. So what else? You are, I think. You are. You are. And I think you are. So all 9 of these are part of that. But let's start with the orange ones first and see if that is like kind of a rule that it's only these ones. Because this is a tiny amount of cash. How fucking dare it? How fucking dare it? 2 seconds. Hello, Ronald. How are we doing? Right, where to start? B. AB. AB6. ABF6. You're 1. ABF6. ABF6, you're 2. ABF6. ABF6, you're 3. ABF6. ABF6, 1, 2, 3, potentially.
Network trace detected.
ABF6. A. B. F. 6. 1. No! Fuck. It wasn't 1. Okay, shit, I don't have a plan B. I didn't look far enough. Right, we're just gonna have to hack this manually. Brilliant. If I even can. Fuck. Oh, is that what? You fucking idiot. Fucking hell, I was worried then. Coming to the first fucking one is easy. Easy. Right, we need more fucking hydras. I need money. I'm not even going to be able to get in there with two things. Shit. Why's that gonna work? Oh, that takes both out. What pain in the ass. Look how he struggles with no viruses. Nope, that's not going to be it. 2, found it. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that with 2. Right, we need... there's not even anywhere for nickel and diming it. How many do I even need to get another one? Fucking way too many. Alright, we are on the clock here as well. I am wasting so much time. Bought it again. Thought it was just that one. Well, do yourself a favor, Ron, and make sure you put a 1-star review for the game, quoting that, you know, devs are no longer supporting the game. Because they're not, and I think it's the only way we'll be able to get their attention. I might do a video on it at some point, because I think people need to know what could potentially happen to one of their favourite games if we don't get the developer interested in it sooner rather than later. So I think I've already explained the story of how Beanie saved that game and our collective asses by actually giving a shit and doing something that he shouldn't have had to do because he's not being paid for it. And the other people at Super Bright, well, there isn't anybody. So, yeah. You? There we go. So, yeah. Oh, fuck me. One more. I could have hydrated that, but you're then spending 2k to make it back. There we go. Right. Fucking hell. Slowly catchy virus. No, that's the problem, Shanty, is they've perpetually said, oh yeah, we're doing something else, yet there's been hide nor hair, nothing mentioned about it ever, and they keep stringing us along. That's the worst part about it. It's like, if the game's finished, fucking tell us, and that would then stop them doing what they're doing, which is stringing us along. It fucks me off no end. I mean, you know, don't get me wrong, it does make good business sense for them to do what they're doing, i.e. stringing players along. That doesn't help. Why did I do that? We need to stay away from that. That's not helping us. You. 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 But as I said, you know, I don't want to be the guy to go on the IDU forums and on the Facebook. I mean, I gave the hint of, like, you know, the showing off my 1-star review. It's the only way I think we'll get their attention. And as I said, mark my words, we're going to need it if people want to carry on enjoying the game. We all remember that time where we couldn't play IDU for like a couple of days, and then Beanie came along and saved it because he knew what to do. Something to do, I don't know exactly what it was to do with, but something to do with some kind of license needs renewing periodically. I don't think this is going to make it, is it? It's going to hit that first and we're out of them. That wouldn't have even been it anyway. And thankfully he was about to be able to do that the next time as well, but I don't think he's going to be about to do that again. Super Bright cannot rely on somebody who is not even part of their team to do their fucking job. And if I did that, and then that, no! Well, you only need to do one of those. How do I fucking get rid of him? With 3. I can't. That's not the way in then. Or at least it's not the way in for the amount that we've got. But yeah, so it's kind of the between the lines thing. Yeah, that is on the bingo card, most assuredly. It is, that's gonna, yeah. No, we can't do that. Need more. Need more. Fuck me, it's only a sentinel as well. I ain't got the money to... Get you. Takes protection off of you. You've only got one. Let's see if we can hack it now. Yeah, right. That's not going to work, is it? Fuck me, this is going to take some working out. The fact that I failed the code on the first one, jeez. I haven't got the resources, and there's nowhere to gain the kind of money that I need, at least not quickly. How many exploits? I have got an exploit. It's my... Maybe. This unlocks us a little bit of cash, but each time we use one of those exploits where we don't need it, it's costing us more in the long run. Right, then I can go that one, then that one. Right, now we need more. As many of those as we can buy. Where's the cash, man? Where's the cash? Can't remember. C in there. I can take these two out and grab a C. That's one hell of a network, though, that that's on. D. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck! How much am I? Oh, I'm only a few K short. Okay. Where are the big ones? There they are. You. So the big ones are worth more. Not much, though. Not enough for the effort that goes into hacking them. So if we do that one and then initiate an attack from up here, that might go. I think that's not gonna go. That's not. Yeah, no worries, dude. Well, thanks for dropping by. Nice seeing you. There we go. Yeah, so I know a few of you have. That wasn't going to work previously. It's not going to work even with more. I know you, maybe you. Yep. That might. I feel like such a dunce. The answer's probably there, and I can probably do it with this amount of... No, it's not there. But this game's great at doing that. I think you know the game, eh, idiot? You know nothing. But yeah, so I say, there are a few of us. Does that open up anything? See, we can get multiple attacks off here and here. Like, we're burning so much time on something that actually doesn't matter as well. Let's try something... that's just shielded. That's going to be even worse. That's much worse. We need this. If we can't get this, we're bust. This and this only allows me to get an exploit to attempt more cash. If I get the code wrong, it's done. Fuck. Right, there we go. I need more fucking I need more viruses to get this done. How much is a virus costing me? 128? I can't afford that. It's big. It's too buku. Right. Fine. Change plan. Can't do that. Do this. Should have changed plan sooner. Alright, 1.6. Could have hydra'd this to save time, but I don't think time is not the enemy in this level. Right. Exploit. Number 4. Where are you? Where are you? There. Five. Oh, no, hang on. 3, 3. Doesn't matter. 2, 2. 5. Also 5. E. 4, 5, E. I'd say those simpler networks are usually quite an easy bust, but need a couple more of those if we're going to attempt much more. But the problem is every exploit that we're using means it's more money later on down the line, and okay, let's try for spending too much to not get enough. I need another E or a D at the minimum. Right, this place isn't helping us. We need to go. Bye-bye. But yeah, so for the, I'll say it because well, yeah, it's still part of the stream, isn't it? It's at the end of the stream. No one gets this far. But those of you who haven't, read between the lines on my post and get a 1-star. We need to get that rating down to below 4.0, because then I think that will have serious implications on, well, not serious, but will at least have implications on Super Bright's cash flow. And if we can make them have implications on their cash flow, they might actually do something. And they're going to need to before sort of like June next year. Otherwise, we're going to end up with a game that we can't play. Thing is, we could do all the problem is we could do all of this and they don't do anything, is the unfortunality of it. Oh, so you're open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, it's the only thing. Yeah, well, we got the 1-star percent down up 1, so it's 4% as opposed to 3% through our collective efforts. So F. Let's work out network traffic. In. So it's definitely U4. The rest I don't know about. He will be taking a long holiday in June. D, F, C, CDF. CDF, CDF. CDF. Right, what's the rest of it then? Fuck! It's got to be U and U. They're the only ones that can be on the network. 0, 1, 3, 4, 9. So that's a 3. That's a E. I didn't even check if they were on the network. They were. Money! Right. Done, 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 done. I need more. I need more than that. We've got to break so much ice on the, like, end, and I've only got 12 minutes. It's not long enough. Give me more time. I feel like I've got 21 seconds to go. Ah, that's the wrong way. I need to get back to the core. I need to find out how much work I've got to do here. Right. Come in through that one. It's the middle one. This takes us back to the core, I think. It's fucking work here, man. Like, even now, I feel like there's a glimmer of a chance, so I'm actually trying. In my heart of hearts, we're fucked. Jesus, look at this bastard. Right. They have, dude. So if I do that, what does that do for us? That allows an attempt here, which breaks those two, but that's a lot of things. That is a lot of fucking hell. And yes, hello, Knight. Should take you out. Which allows me to initiate an attack with that. Then I've got 4 left. That was a better attack than I thought it was going to be. So... on there. That's going to take them both out. Right, let's start making some inroads, see what I can work out. That's actually our way in. Oh, I might have done that the wrong way around. If I'd have started with that one, we might have been alright. Might buy me the time. Nice, we're in. I get the impression we're going to have to do all 6 of these outers, and yeah, I ain't got the exploits for it. I ain't got the exploits for it. You and you at the same time. That should get us in. Perfect. Doesn't help us, though, does it? Does not help us. You. That wouldn't have helped us either. Although... No, that doesn't help us. That's got one of them. There. Fuck. Perfect. That's 2. Yeah, it's not even done anything to the protection of that. I don't even know how to bring that down. You're my way in, those 2. So if we can do something about these, that would be lovely. Or that, and take this one out. Get far enough to take this one out, please. Fuck you, game. Try that then. Brute force and ignorance. Nope. That one will remove the protection on both. Where will this go? If it goes that side, we might be on. I don't think it's going to go through. Oh. Oh. I don't know, man. Yeah, cool. That seems to have had some kind of effect. So it looks like we need to use a worm. I have got another one of these. Can't use it on that because it's already been desentineled. That one? That makes that hackable-ish. Yeah, hackable-ish. Use you as our patsy in. And we might be able to initiate an attack from down here. So, worms, they travel along they travel from a node that you have captured to a target. When a worm is inside a thing, it is as if you have captured it. So it like it doesn't grant protection to the things around it anymore. That's not it. That's a rubbish. Yeah, that's a rubbish one. Right, you didn't take it out. That's a start. You will attack from the below. And then that'll trigger that one. And then those two. I've only got... Right, if we do that, that buys us a little more time to propagate. And then that might be all she wrote. Oh, it's going to be close though. No, it's not as easy. Right, in. So... we need to take this one out. I don't even know if taking all of these out actually has any effect. I might have to just worm it multiple times. But it's all a learning experience for the end boss, isn't it?
Warning. 5 minutes remaining before
Oh, good!
completes.
5 minutes? Oh, well, I work best under time pressure. Yes, we've all seen examples of this so far. 1, 2, 3. You won't get that far, so we're in. By the skin of my fucking teeth. Right. You're done? What would happen if we take this out? Will it have an effect on the middle? I don't think it will. I think we need worms. Worms to initiate the attack. But taking all of these out will defirewall and de-shield whatever's underneath that monstrosity. That's our boy. That is the elegant solution. Let's get rid of you as well, I think. It's going to hit here, isn't it? Oh, it does allow that one in, though. That one goes. Does that work? Ooh, just. Ah, so it's these. The worm did nothing. And I don't think the worm would do anything. Let's fire another one near it and see if it has any effect. Nope. Okay, so it's not... Maybe it is another way in. If you do enough, you might be able to expose the core. Right, cool. End boss puzzle of the game. If anything, this is going to be too easy. And I've only got 3 minutes. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuck me, that's making me dizzy. So this is actually, if I can get enough cash together to have enough fucking hydras, that is actually doable. But I didn't even check if any of these have got cash in. There's no reason to think that they would. Even if they did, they are going to be difficult takes at best. Yeah, this is all some kind of dummy. This is just kind of like to make it look like cooler than it actually is defensive-wise. Looks great, but there ain't gonna be any cash in those. Right, I ain't got time to do that. I ain't got time to do that. Fuck off. Ugh, minute now. Actually, I wonder what happens when we run out of time here, because normally it's like, oh, you won't be paid for this, mate. I assume we'll like actually die. If we die in the backbone, we lose our boner in the real world. Or at least, you know, hey, look, I'm just quoting for the Matrix here. What can I say? You lose your boner here. You lose your boner in the real world.
Warning. 1 minute remaining before
Thank
trace
you,
completes.
Mr. Data. Have a go. Go on, you can make it. Indeed. That's how we isolate. We do pairs. And then I would do another pair there. No, I still haven't got enough time to propagate across the network. I'm going to need 15 for this. And the amount of exploits that I need makes this... Jesus Christ.
Warning. 10 seconds remaining.
Making me
before trace
dizzy.
completes.
It's brilliant. Oh, well. Go on, then.
Trace complete. Your intrusion in this network has been detected. You will no longer receive payment for capturing the target data.
I didn't think there was any money going. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. That's not it. It's not far off. It's not a million miles away, because I'll be able to clear a lot of this out with a few more, and then do that, and we're in. But yeah, so this one's less about being a puzzle and more about you need to have a certain amount of money to be able to do this. There's no sort of like elegant solution. This you have to brute force by having... there are enough viruses. And it's definitely not 7. Oh dear. And the problem is there's not enough money on the map. Or at least I'm not seeing enough money on the map, unless I'm prepared to travel through each one of these wormholes, trying to put right what once went wrong in each network, and hoping that each network is going to be my network home. And on that bombshell, we shall indeed end it there with this big bastard. This has been the fantastic Darknet, running natively on the Quest 3. Congratulations to all of our lucky winners in tonight's giveaway. Good night.